Da, 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 da. Yes, then we are back with some delightful watch along content here. Yes, Hull City are away at Stoke today in the 8th round of the Championship. So before the game kicks underway in 9 minutes, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers. So, let me, bosh. That. There we are. Right. So, in goal, Brian Alsop remains his spot from the Leeds game. Then Vinagre replaces Louis Coyle, who is undergoing concussion malarkey. So, because of the collision that he had with Jacob Greaves in the Leeds game. So, he missed out this game just due to that. Greaves then captains the side along with Jones. That's an unchanged centre-back partnership. Traore returns to the starting lineup after a good spell off the bench despite the open goal miss. And so then Tyler Morton gets his first start in a Hull City shirt after making 2 appearances off the bench in his past 2 games. Surrey partnership, Slater, Christie and then Connolly. Delap's dropped to the bench along with Scott Twine. We do also have Furlong is on the bench for the first time, I believe. And then Tufan is also on the bench. Worthy of note, there's also other people on the bench. Probably one of the strongest benches in the Championship. Akshay, I apologise if that's not your pronounced name. What's my prediction? 3-1 Hull City. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for the Tigers. It's got to be a must-win game, this one. Despite we are on a 6-game unbeaten streak in the Championship. Despite the fact that we have pulled results against some of like the top favourites to get promoted, I think this is considered as a must-win. Considering that from yesterday's fixtures, from yesterday's results, we did get knocked out of the top 6. It's still 8 games into the Championship. Doesn't really matter too much. But I think that this is sort of what considered as one of them must-win games just for team morale, since we've drawn quite a few games now. We don't want to just consistently draw games. We need to grab some wins at some points. And I think that this is probably one of them. Why is Delap and Twine on the bench? Probably a number of reasons. In part due to playing on Wednesday night. Probably just a bit of a rest and recuperation, considering the amount of games that we will want them both to play this season. Also, Twine didn't look the best against Leeds, I think. I think probably a break away from the starting 11 might do him some wonders. And then Delap, I think, is just mainly there as a rest case. Of course, we don't want to burn out one of our only two or three strikers. So, especially considering the new rules where they're playing more minutes than they have been previously. I'm just going to shut my blind because I realise that my face is entirely washed out, so bear with me 1 second. There we are, that should be better. Right, so first of all, I've got a bit of information. It is a new bit of a setup. This is why the videos have been a bit sparse recently. I have been sort of getting this new setup sorted. I'll see. I might do a little video about the new setup. We'll see. But yeah, new desk, new layout. We're in a different area of the room, right next to the good old Hull City wall. So that's nice. So yeah. What's everyone else's predictions for this game? Hopefully Hull City win. Hopefully. Let's have a look at the Stoke City lineup as we've got 4 minutes till kick off. So Stoke City have Travers in net, McNally, Rose, Wilmot, Goch, Thompson, Laurent, Berger. We have a Berger playing for them. Johnson. Oh, okay. Haksabanovic. That's definitely not how you pronounce his name. I am very sorry. And then Campbell. So I know Stoke City have quite a few injuries at the moment. This is why, considering their recent run of form, they are currently in 20th. Bit of news. This is Liam Rosenior's 50th game as manager of Hull City. Quite some big news, I must say. Some big news. And do we have a photo of the tracksuit? This is a lovely tracksuit, isn't it? This is one of them ones that you've got to get. You've got to get, haven't you? It's a must buy. It's a must buy, this tracksuit. It is a must buy. Right. Yeah, just look at them all walking in with it. Oh, it looks good, doesn't it? Oh, even Ozan's got the puffer on, and Lakilo. Oh, what's he doing? There's the lap. Tyler Morton, Scott Twine. Yeah, it looks good. Even with the bottoms, there's James Furlong, Vinagre. Yeah, it suits Regan Slater, doesn't it? I think he might grab a goal today. Regan Slater, the 50 grand man. Think he might grab a goal. Come on, Hull. That's it, Jack Gaming. Come on, Hull. Get that positivity in here. 3-1 win, I'm going to go with. 3-1 win. Of course, we notoriously don't do that well when we're on Sky, but I have a feeling. We're currently on our best start to a season in the Championship since our last promotion season. So, if that's something, I think it is. Could it be a factor of we are getting promoted? Is it too early to tell? Is it too late to tell? Who knows? I don't think it's too late. We're only 8 games in. We haven't even played the 8th. So, yeah. I think that this is sort of one of them games, though. I think 2-1 to Hull. 2-1 win I'd be happy with. I'd be happy with a win in any capacity. Possibly looking at the starting lineup, I might go for an edging on a tighter game, just for the main factor that we don't have Delap and Scott Twine starting. But who really knows? So the teams are now coming out for both teams coming out. Hull City in the full amber away strip, with a little bit of black accenting, and Stoke City obviously in their home kit. 1-0 to Hull. Ooh, 1-0. I'd be happy with a 1-0 win as well. I think that's probably better considering the fact we'll keep a clean sheet. It'll be our 3rd clean sheet of the season, that would be. It tastes like promotion! Wait. That tastes like promotion! There you go. Right, oh, they've got the billboards out. That shows that the game's on telly when a club put the billboards out. So yeah, Aaron Connolly probably the top favourite in this match to score, just considering the fact that he's grabbed 4 goals so far in this championship campaign. Is Hull City's tied top goal scorer, of course. The other one is on the bench in Ozan Tufan, and that's just a precautionary measure, considering the bit of injury that he had, which put him out for 2 games. Came on for, I think, 30 minutes against Leeds. So all's good there. So, yeah, Stoke City will line up with a 3-5-2. It looks like, just based on off the graphic that I'm seeing. Of course, Stoke City do quite well against us. Last 5 or 6 meetings unbeaten, so we'll see what happens there. And then Hull City retaining to the back 4 with Morton and Seri as the CDMs. Slater's going out wide, Traore through the middle, Philogene out wide, and then Connolly as a lone man up top. It's probably the starting lineup that you probably guess based on the names on the team sheet. Of course, you wouldn't play Slater as a deep midfielder when you've got Morton and Seri both on. But I'd be interested to see how Morton does in the starting lineup. As when he was announced, it was thought that he would just be a bench player and coming on in the 20th minute for that rotation with Seri, as we saw in the first 2 games. But it seems like that Rosini has more faith in him, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we'll see in this game. Just based on what we got told from Blackburn fans, is that he wasn't the best at consistency. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the stats now, and last season at Blackburn, he was ranked 1st in chances created, so possibly helping us to create a few more big chances. I mean, Seri's already our number 1 on big chances created this season so far, so hopefully somebody to partner up with him could spell quite a few big chances for us this game. And we are about ready to kick underway. Camera's just zoomed in on Rosinia. So, and ready with Stoke kicking us underway in the 8th round of the Championship at the Bet365 Stadium or Arena. I can't remember what it's called. It's called one of them. It's Bet365 something. Players take the knee for Stoke. Gave him a little clap there. I think Vinagre gave him a knee as well. Right. Here we go. Stoke kicking us underway, playing it all the way back to their defender as they try and go for a little bit more of a play through the middle. It's currently getting passed around between their defenders through the fullbacks, as it were, all the way back to their keeper. And it looks like they'll try and gain a little bit of possession, trying to draw us out of our positioning earlier on in this game. Kick-off indeed, Theo Hunter. Kick-off indeed. Right. It's a bit of a tasty ball, that, getting lofted over the top to their marksman Campbell up top. Didn't manage to... the ball had a bit too much on it. So it went all the way through to... I was about to say Matt Ingram. Ryan Alsop, I should say. Ryan Alsop being the goalkeeper for this game after a fantastic performance against Leeds, pulling out 3 massive saves and also doing quite nicely with his feet, as he's called on with his feet right now, coming out a bit Manuel Neuer-esque and playing a zesty ball to Ruben Vinagre to get the danger out of way. Another bit of fantastic goalkeeping and commanding of area from Ryan Alsop. It was clowned on by the Cardiff fans when he came to us, if you remember, but it seems that he's doing well. He's doing well. So let's see if we can pull out maybe a clean sheet, making Ryan Alsop the clean sheet master with playing some balls.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Oh, my Alexa was talking to me for some reason, as balls played through the back right down to Cyrus Christie on the right hand side, who plays a few little 1-2s, looking for some space to be opened as he plays it across to Jones. Into Seri. Seri pulling his man out back to Cyrus Christie. Christie will send the ball down the right-hand side over the top to find Jaden Philogene. Philogene's wrestling with his man and doesn't manage to get the ball away, as Stoke City do nicely to pass it around the back to avoid the Hull City attack. So yeah, it looks like Philogene's going to be playing on the right and Slater on the left, with Traore through the centre in that sort of attacking midfield area. As it is, balls around the back now with Christie, to Jones, to Greaves. I'm surprised that Christie hasn't got more game time this season. I think I've been heavily impressed with sort of what he's done when he has played this season, and I'm surprised that he hasn't got more starts. I certainly prefer him as a right back over Coyle. I think he provides a little bit more as the ball's played across field to Ruben Vinagre, who manages to just head it in play, trying to get away from the Stoke City right back to try and keep the possession with Hull City. As ball's played to Morton, who gets a shove in the back, but he manages to get the pass away to Jones, who plays up to Seri. Could be a little bit of a break on now for City as ball sent to Cyrus Christie out on the right. Christie plays it into Connolly on the centre, who tries to play a little flick ball back to Cyrus Christie as ball is dispossessed now with Stoke City's defence. Good marksmanship there from Ruben Vinagre, who manages to block a long shot from, I say long shot, a clearance from Stoke defence as Hull City gain a throw-in down near the touchline on the near-hand side. Ruben Vinagre to take, and he plays it back towards Greaves. Greaves struggles to pass it up field, and he does actually eventually pass it to a Stoke City player. As he plays it through to Johnson, I believe that is, as he sort of plays it back to his defender, so he can gain a little bit more ground. Sorry. Stoke City now just looking to settle things down after a few zesty attacks from Hull City in the past few minutes. Although the ball has been lofted across to number 2 for Stoke, as he tries to place it down the byline to get away from Ruben Vinagre, but Vinagre does well to knock the ball out for a Stoke City corner. First corner of the game goes to Stoke City. So, Stoke City have a corner on the near-hand side. Looks like it's going to be a case of everyone back for City as is usual. Don't understand why we don't just put one person just a little bit outside the box, just ready for that sort of counter if needs be. Because we're a little bit stuffed if we don't. Cyrus Christie, a commanding header there. As the ball's crossed into to the near man, he tracks it out well. And he gets a powerful header to send it back out for another corner, though, to Stoke City. But I'd rather have a corner to Stoke than a goal to Stoke. That's the benefits of this. Anyway. Ball coming in now from Stoke City as they take the second corner. Ball in. And I believe that is Jaden Philogene. Or no, I apologise. It was Cyrus Christie again with the header. Cyrus Christie with the another commanding header, this time to clear it all the way back to the Stoke City goalkeeper. As Aaron Connolly tries to do a little bit of pressure down onto the Stoke defence. Nearly grabs the ball away. But Stoke manage to pass it away as they sort of play a few neat little 1-2s with each other. And now trying to make a break upfield. Good dispossession from Jaden Philogene as he plays it to Adama Traore. Adama Traore is fouled, and that will be a free kick to Hull City, on the halfway line. We've got a Fenerbahce fan in the chat. Welcome, Efsane Plakela. That's definitely how you pronounce your name. I'm very, very sorry for that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ball is now with Ruben Vinagre, who does a brilliant brilliant little kick to get a Hull City throw-in from that. So Vinagre now with another throw-in down this left-hand side. Inside the Hull City half this time. As he looks to send it over to Connolly. Oh, nearly got a breakaway there with Connolly. Unfortunate not to get it in that case. Stoke City defender just managed to get a little bit too much on it. As Hull City are playing a headers game now. Ball drops just behind Slater, who doesn't see it. And Stoke City get a ball over the top. Awful header there from Alfie Jones. And Cyrus Christie comes across again to command another corner for Stoke City. Fantastic performance so far from Cyrus Christie. No worries, Efsane. I'm going to presume that's how you pronounce your first name. I apologise if not. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So City now have their third corner of the half, only 7 minutes in. Coming through Cyrus Christie yet again, as players all crowd up in the box. Campbell doing a few little pushes and shoves on Vinagre. Vinagre returning the favour. We'll see if that develops into anything. As I believe that Campbell's one of Stoke's best players, certainly from last season. But a good half so far from Cyrus Christie, I've got to say. Defensive-wise, he's probably been the strongest. Jacob Greaves having a few mistakes so far, but I'm sure that he'll rectify them with the captain's armband on. Ball now getting lofted in all the way to a Hull City head. as it gets bounced back out for a Stoke City throw-in. They'll take it quickly to try and keep the pressure on, looking for a space to attack through. So they'll pass it through some of their defenders who are about on the halfway line now. Passes it up through the field. A bit of a dicey pass that was, but a good step over there from the Stoke City player. And good enough from Vinagre to boot it out of play. Vinagre and Christie doing some great defensive duty so far this half. And Campbell's already down on the floor for Stoke City. What a little boy. What a little boy. Can't believe he's requiring medical attention. I think he's done his hamstring in. Oh no. Oh no. Campbell's done his hamstring in. Oh. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad. Right. Stoke City versus Hull City. Lineups. There we go. We'll have this up. Just so I can see what the players' names are. Yeah, so on here, I mean, they've got us down as a 4-5-1, which certainly isn't how we're playing. Certainly is not. Then they've got Stoke down as a 4-3-2, which could be. So Johnson is just brought to the touchline. It looks like he will resume his game here after requiring medical attention. Probably just waiting for the fourth official to allow him back onto the field. As Stoke City have a throw-in down the near-hand side. Connolly manages to do well to win a Hull City throw-in from that. As Campbell's doing a few little jogs down the right-hand side. As ball's played to Alsop. Alsop to Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie will track it upfield and place it into Philogene. Philogene looking to play a ball to Traore. Instead he plays it to Tyler Morton. Morton to Jones. Jones to Greaves. Greaves now with a bit of space. He looks to play a ball back to Alfie Jones, who will then play another ball to Cyrus Christie. So we look to just break apart the Stoke City as they get a ball up to Tyler Morton, who's in an advancing area. Ball out wide, doesn't manage to find Jaden Philogene as ball goes down to the touchline. Instead, it's back with Cyrus Christie now on the right-hand side. He's doing his dancing feet back into Tyler Morton. Morton to Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie now to Jaden Philogene on the right-hand side. Philogene with options of Seri, also a ball into the box. Instead, he goes for the risky ball to Traore. Doesn't work off, but Hull City managed to... oh, no, it's a Stoke City throw. I apologise. 1,000 apologies. As Campbell remakes his way onto the pitch now for Stoke. But it does look like they're ready to make a substitution. So whether that Campbell injury was something worthy of note. Greaves does well to loft the ball over a few Stoke players, but it does end up in a Stoke player's feet. As they will pass it round the back for the time being. Lofted ball outright to Goch. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And Vinagre will take the throw-in because it was a little bit too heavy. As I believe that Stoke are ready to make their substitution now. As Campbell departs. And he will be replaced by... I'm not too sure yet. We'll see when they come on. Campbell off. And he'll be replaced by Andre Vidigal. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. A Portuguese attacker, I presume. For all it's worth. So that could possibly be another injury for Stoke. Stoke not having the best of starts of seasons with injuries onto players. They've got a long list. Seri managed to gain the ball back for City as he plays it into Traore. Traore out to Vinagre. Vinagre just does a little bit of a cutback. Plays it into Traore yet again. Traore manages to just rescue the ball away, but instead gives a foul. And that'll be a free kick to Stoke on the halfway line. As Traore, I don't think he's had a start this season for Hull City, where he hasn't got a yellow card in the game where he started. So hopefully he doesn't get one today. good bit of defensive work there from City as the ball is hoofed up to Aaron Connolly, who's out on the left-hand side. He's getting marked down by his man, fouled, and that'll be another free kick to Hull City on the halfway line. And it looks like Campbell's just got an ice pack to his right hamstring. So, yeah. Campbell does appear to have a bit more of a hamstring injury than what it was letting on to be. Greaves to take the free kick from bang on the halfway line. Does take it short to Slater and then plays it into Aaron Connolly, drops a bit deeper, then back to Jacob Greaves. Greaves is just body slammed out the way. Ref don't give anything. Connolly's done the same thing, and the free kick does go to Hull City, probably about halfway, maybe a third of the way into the Stoke City half after 2 successive body slams from Stoke City onto Hull City. And all the Stoke City fans are standing up and clapping. I'm not too sure what this is for. It might be a memoriam thing. I'm not too sure. It might be a memoriam thing because a lot of people are wearing shirts. Okay. So Tyler Morton to take the free kick now for Hull City. He lofts one into the area towards Alfie Jones. It's now with Jaden Philogene. Philogene shoots! And it's just off target. I don't mind that whatsoever. I think it's for... It looks like a young Stoke fan who probably has sadly lost their lives. So, nice round of applause in the 14th minute for the Stoke City supporters. During that time, Jaden Philogene managed to get a shot away, just off target. Ball is now with Hull City. Now it's with Stoke City. Surrey manages to regain it back as it's played to Greaves from Tyler Morton. And then it goes all the way back to Ryan Alsop. Ryan Alsop, tidy footwork to play it to Tyler Morton through a Stoke player. And Morton grabs the ball back off of a bit of a dice ball from Regan Slater. Ball is sent over to the Stoke City manager, who has to sort of play a little pass back to his player on the field. Stoke City have a throw in on this near hand side. Quick update on stats. Possession has been 54% in favour of Hull City, with only one shot, and that shot being that Jaden Philogene shot. 14-year-old that passed. I thought as much. Thank you very much for that, Theo Hunter. My thoughts and everything go out to the kids' families and friends. So yeah, as Hull City managed to regain the ball now with Regan Slater. It's now with John Michael Seri. Seri plays it into Traore. Traore out wide to Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie running up the right hand side. Uses Jaden Philogene. Philogene looks across one into the area. It finds Aaron Connolly, but it's just a little bit behind him. And then Traore does what Traore does best. And he has a good chance to pelt one into the back of the net. And he skies it. Interesting this. Jaden Philogene plays a lovely crossfield ball. Number 5 for Stoke. Rose doesn't manage to clear it. It does end up at Connolly's feet, but he wasn't expecting it. So it's a bit easier but over it. And he didn't manage to get the shot away. Could have been 1-0 there, Hull City, if sort of things had gone a little bit better for Hull. As Vinagre plays a little bit of a tennis match there with the Stoke player. Greaves ends up with it, as he'll use Vinagre in support. Vinagre back to Jacob Greaves. Greaves dancing along the touchline. And the Stoke player touches out of play, being the substitution. 17 minutes in now. It's looking a bit even for my liking. It's looking a little bit too even. As Vinagre is just dispossessed a little bit there. With it looking like Connolly is commanding the left-hand side of the attack with Philogene on the right. Whether we are changing up our attack a little bit, just based on sort of how Stoke are lining themselves up. Not too sure. But still, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we've changed it so that we have Philogene and Connolly as the two sort of strikers. With an option to change as Regan Slater now has the ball. Regan Slater plays it, a nice ball to Jaden Philogene, who is out on the right-hand side of the box. He has options. He takes it down to the byline, crosses it in. It's back at Rose for the Stoke City player. Tyler Morton now with the ball, and he gets it over to Jaden Philogene, and it goes out of play. Oh, no, it's offside. Apologies. Jaden Philogene must have been offside. It was an alright chance there for Regan Slater. Stoke City lined up their defence well to sort of block out his shot, so he had to play it to Jaden Philogene, and then Philogene's cross went in, found the feet of Rose, who actually managed to clear it this time rather than play it to Aaron Connolly, as Stoke play from the offside call from Jaden Philogene. As they do like to go for a bit more of a Route 1 format with balls over the top. But this time they're offside. It's gone from an offside call at one end to an offside call at the other end. You can only rate this stuff. You can only rate this stuff. It's the tight call as well. Linesman's done well there. It's a tight call on that Stoke offside. As Hull City play out wide. Cyrus Christie has the ball now. Charging up the field. Uses Philogene in support. As Stoke City grab the ball away. A foul from Seri on one of the Stoke players, but the advantage is played as Stoke charge down the left-hand side. Crosses it into the area. Jones does well to nod away. Slater as well nodding it away as Stoke regain the ball. Connolly doing really well there to stop that Stoke City attack. As Stoke managed to regain the ball here about halfway into the Hull City half. As ball's played nicely through to the number 12. And it's just gone wide. Johnson for Stoke grabs the ball about the edge of the D. Shoots with his left foot and it just goes wide of the right-hand side post. That's probably the best bit of movement we've seen from Stoke this game. They all seem fluidness, getting the passes together, and I'm not liking the look of that. As Alsop plays it over to Vinagre. Vinagre chasing it infield, doing well here. Vinagre's on a runner. Vinagre still with the ball. Vinagre fouled. Nope, the referee doesn't give it. Ball's out with Regan Slater as Vinagre stumbles back to his feet. It's over now to Cyrus Christie. Christie looking to play the ball down the line to Philogene. Philogene, he has Adama Traore a little bit further ahead of him. Goes back to Christie. Now with Morton. Morton over to Jones. Jones to the Vinagre. Slater now plays it into Seri. Seri over to Cyrus Christie. Christie now uses Philogene. Philogene with his dancing feet into Tyler Morton. Tyler Morton, who is fouled, and the referee gives the free kick that time. A little bit more of an advancing area here for a free kick. Could possibly see a little bit of Seri or Morton magic. We're not too sure, of course. Scott Twine would be the one taking the free kicks if he was on the field, but he's on the bench, so it could be a Seri, it could be a Morton free kick this. As Morton took the one earlier on. Bit of a late challenge that is from the Stoke player on Morton. Thompson it is, who took the foul. I think he's just got a warning, not a yellow card. But Morton's looking, just rubbing the top of his leg. Hopefully that wasn't too much for him. As it does look like Morton's going to take the free kick. He's probably a little bit far out to shoot, so he's going to try and loft one into the area. With pretty much everyone up for Hull City. Got some big heads in there, the likes of Jones, Greaves, and also Christie. It's played towards the back post with Jones, and it's just nodded back out by a Stoke City player in Rose. Rose being quite solidly defensive-wise for Stoke and Hull City. Grab a corner. Nice ball over from Morton. Thought it was a little bit deep, but it manages to find... It nearly found the head of Jones, who probably could have nodded it home, but it just found Rose, who tracked back with Jones quite nicely. Rose and Jones. It's quite a good partnership, that. As Connor's played short towards Philogene. Philogene into Seri. Seri tries to lift one over to Philogene, and it's just a little bit too much on it. Philogene couldn't quite get a touch back on it. But it does seem like that Tyler Morton will be taking the set pieces, certainly for the while Scott Twine isn't on the pitch for Hull City. He's took that corner there, and also both of the free kicks in advancing positions this half. As Stoke play out the back from this goal kick. Just trying to look for a bit of space and also calm down the situation here. And every time I say they calm down, they actually go on attack. This time, Seri manages to recuperate the ball for City. And he's fouled there, just inside of the Hull City half. And I presume that this one, Morton will not be taken, and instead it's taken quickly. Greaves and Jones now have the ball passing along the back, with Cyrus Christie now getting involved. Adama Traore plays it into Morton, back to Christie. Christie with Philogene. Bit of tight play down the right-hand side as Stoke City managed to gain the ball away. And Jones does well to keep the ball in play there for City, as it's now there with Philogene. Philogene into Morton. Morton could have played a good ball to Philogene. Morton could have played a good ball to Slater, but instead cuts it back towards Seri. As Stoke City now have the ball here in an advancing area. As Jones does well to track the ball out of play there. And it's now behind for a Hull City goal kick. Ryan Alsop to take. So one note there. I think Morton could have played a good ball infield towards Slater, who didn't have anyone around him to lead the charge on for the attack. But instead plays the ball backwards towards Seri, which didn't seem like the best of options there. Considering Seri had a few players around him. So whether that's something worthy of note, we'll see. As the goal kick from Alsop pretty much finds the Stoke defender, who nods it back to their goalkeeper. So pretty much from Alsop to Travers, it's a goalkeeper mashup this. As Stoke City now have the ball getting passed around their defence. Goalkeeper getting involved yet again. This game has potential to be either a goal fest or one of them crappy little 1-0 or 0-0 draws. It's that style of game so far, but hopefully goal is coming soon for the Tigers. As Connolly now presses down the Stoke City offence. Did I say offence? I meant defence. There you go. As Stoke City are passing it around the back, trying to replicate a bit of the Hull City play with that Rosinia-style ball that we've all come to know, with this being Rosinia's 50th game in charge of Hull City. As Alsop is forced to come out of his area to play a little bit of actual football, plays the ball over to Philogene, and Philogene nods it into Traore. It's now with Seri. This could be quite a good play there from Alsop. Back to Morton, now over to Greaves. Greaves plays up to Vinagre. Vinagre has Slater into Porty. He instead goes for the ball through to Connolly. Connolly on the left-hand side. And he seems to have left the ball behind and then trip over the Stoke City player. No fouls given. As a foul is given instead on Jones for the Stoke City player. As they take their free kick quickly. Number 20 for Stoke into the area. Plays the ball across to number 6, who was Berger. But it was played just behind him, and that could have been an easy goal there for Stoke City. The crossfield ball would have been a sweaty from number 20, I can't pronounce his name, towards Berger. But instead the ball was played behind him. It was another good play there from Stoke City. They used the free kick to their advantage and played the free kick quickly. And then Berger... Oh! I think there was a call for a handball there. And it could have possibly been with Cyrus Christie up like this. Ball gets deflected off his leg and then onto his arm. And his arm's outstretched. So I think with VAR that would have been a penalty for Stoke City. As Connolly now has the ball there, he plays it into Vinagre. Vinagre up to Slater. Slater with not too many options, so instead holds it up, plays it back to Morton to Seri. And now Seri looks to play over to Adama Traore. Traore has got Christie out to his right along with Philogene, but plays it in centre to Slater. Now it's back to Adama Traore. Traore now uses Christie. Christie has Philogene up ahead, but he goes back to Traore. Traore to Seri. Seri now plays it back to Christie. Christie getting pushed away from his man. Goes trotting back into the Hull City half and is dispossessed there as Johnson now has the ball for Stoke. He plays a few neat passes and gets it back towards his defenders as it's played into number 20 for Stoke, the man who I can't pronounce. And he gets it over towards Vinagre, and Vinagre manages to do well, playing it into Slater, as Surrey now has the ball. Christie, Jones, then Surrey, back to Christie. It's now with Morton coming through the middle. Morton's going to run with it a little bit. He plays it over to Slater. Slater to Vinagre. Vinagre's got a little bit of space on this left-hand side. Now he has to dance past his man, and he kind of does so, but he leaves the ball behind him, so he has to go back to collect it. Vinagre coming infield, looking for a spot either to shoot or lay it off to someone, doesn't manage to do so, and Berger passes it back to Travers for Stoke as they play a big hoof upfield, and it's now with Christie on the halfway line. Morton gathers it off Christie as he plays a 1-2 with Vinagre. Greetings from Spain. I'm a Hull City fan. Welcome, Raul MS. I believe that's how you pronounce your name. Callum Coyle, timer, bro. I'm not too sure what you mean, timer, bro. Balls over to Jane and Philogene. Philogene to Coyle! Connolly! Get in! Aaron Connolly with his 5th goal of the championship season. What a signing this has become. He came on a 1-year deal to Hull City to return back to a place that he liked last season. Partnership up of Jaden Philogene and Aaron Connolly as Philogene manages to catch Stoke on the break, and Aaron Connolly. I'm all muddled up here. Aaron Connolly does an easy just prod it's home into the back of the net. So it's played out from Alsop to Jones to Christie. Christie then plays a nice ball over the top to Philogene. Philogene then uses his pace to get past his man, gets the ball, and you see Connolly in the area. It's not the best of strikes from Connolly, but he does manage to get it into the back of the net. And that's 1-0 Hull City within the 30th minute. And that is a goal, Jack Gaming. That is a goal. Hull City 1, Stoke City 0. And that is probably the breakaway that we needed this half. Let me get this score changed. 1-0 Hull City through Aaron Connolly as he grabs his 5th of the season. And that's it. That's there. 1-0 Hull City. As ball's played now back to Greaves. As Stoke City kicked us underway. Whereas Alsop's going to play it over the top to Connolly. Connolly's chasing it down now. He has got a bit of space out on the left-hand side. Connolly, could this make it 2-0 within quick succession? Connolly is charging it in. Connolly, it's now with Adama Traore! Oh my God! Hull City are on for a masterpiece here. Adama Traore, he rescues the factor that he made against Leeds. He should have scored that one against Leeds, but he scores it here, and I believe it was on his right foot. Adama Traore with the goal. 2-0 Hull City. 32 minutes gone now. What a game this has turned into. 2-0 yesterday, Hunter. Come on. Jack Gaming Traore. What a man. Let me just have a look at the replay, but I believe he shot it on his right foot, which is the foot that he notoriously missed the shot with against Leeds. Another brilliant play from Alsop. Ball over the top to Connolly. Alsop has had 2 contributions in both of the Hull City goals. What? So Connolly gets his dancing in, and then falls to Traore, and he shot it on his right. Where was this against Leeds? Where was this, Traore? Where was this against Leeds? But anyway, he shot it. It's gone right to the bottom right of the net. But what on earth what on earth has happened here? Stoke are falling apart again. Adama Traore, oh my God, definitely Theo Hunter. Tim, good signing Alsop, definitely. As we could possibly see another one for City, as Slater's now got it on the D. Oh, and he's taken out from behind. No foul given by the ref. Philogene. But the referee has stopped it. And he's given a free kick to Stoke. For some reason there. As Stoke are making their second substitution of the half. You all indeed, Theo. You all. As Stoke are lining up their second substitution of the half. My. Delilah. What on earth is this half turned into? The good Adama Traore. Certainly the good. Oh. I believe that's Traore's first of the season. Let me just have a look. Oh, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Let me just check that. It is. It's Traore's first of the season. It's his... Yeah, it's his second goal contribution of the season. An assist against Sheffield Wednesday, and then this goal here against Stoke. On the up and up for Adama Traore. As Stoke City are caught offside yet again as they make their substitution. Berger coming off to be replaced by Wesley, not Weckley. Wesley. So Berger's off, Wesley's on. I thought Berger's been doing all right for Stoke, but obviously not in the eyes of the Stoke City manager. As my 3-1 prediction could be coming in here. Who was it who said 1-0? Theo. 1-0. Ooh. Wonder why Traore was starting then again. Yeah, Liam does know best. Liam knows what's happening. Liam is the mastermind, Tim. Liam is the holy one. His 50th game in charge of Hull City. And on set for a win here. I mean, we're only 35 minutes in, but 2-0 up against the Stoke side that haven't really produced too much. Two alright chances. And one of them coming from a free kick. So, as I say, that Stoke do get a free kick now and try and take it take it quick again. 2 goals out of nowhere. Stoke were playing well before we scored. They were playing all right, but I think they'll struggle to get back into it. It looks like that they won't score 2 goals in this game. They might score 1. Well, I hope they score 1 because I predicted us to win 3-1, which means that Stoke do have to score. But I'd like the clean sheet for Ryan Alsop's case. Because, of course, Ryan Alsop is good shot stopping, as we saw against Leeds, as Stoke now have the ball. Stoke dancing it into the area, playing it in. Good defence. Good defensiveness from Hull City there, as Traore just does a bicycle kick for no reason to get the ball clear out of the box. Oh, I'm quickly falling in love with Adama Traore as Vinagre's fouled, which will give Hull City a good chance to get out of this defensive muddle. Traore just does a bicycle kick to clear the ball out of our box. Oh, the Biscuit Boys are doing well, I must say. The Biscuit Boys are doing well. Oh. So, this game so far, Ryan Alsop, fantastic. I mean, he's contributed to both of the Hull City goals. Christie, brilliant. Vinagre, good, yeah. Philogene, good, yeah. Morton, good, yeah. Seri, it's Seri, so yeah. Slater, good, yeah. Traore, good, yeah. Connolly, good, yeah. I'd probably say our 2 weakest links so far are Greaves and Jones. Greaves probably being a bit of the weaker one. And, I mean, as I'm saying this, Jones is getting into a little bit of a tussle with the new substitution, Wesley. And he gets a yellow card, Jones, for that. Jones now on a yellow card. He just pulls into the back of Wesley a little bit. A little bit of pulling of shirt from Jones. Yeah. I can see why it's the yellow card under the new rules. So that's Jones's second card of the season. So, I haven't updated the score. Thank you for reminding me, Callum. Thank you very much for reminding me. It came in too quick succession. I haven't updated the score. Should Christie be first choice right back? I certainly think that Christie should be the first choice right back. He provides so much more than Coyle does. Sorry, he provides so much more. I find. Certainly defensive, a good stop there from Alsop on the free kick. Just manages to sneak past the wall down to the right hand side, but Alsop does well to gain it. Still 2-0. Yeah, I think Christie provides so much more down the right hand side than Coyle does. Attacking wise, defensively, and he plays well off his men. That's something that I find that Coyle doesn't. He doesn't play well off the players on the right hand side. As the ball's played into Slater here. Slater's now into the box here. And a goal kick there. Interesting. Slater does well to get into the box, but a man from Stoke comes out of nowhere, as they often do. Alfie Jones has just got yellow. Yeah, bit of pull and shove on the Stoke player, but a fair yellow in the new rules of the game, I must say. As a Stoke player out from the back. This has turned into a bit of a game, hasn't it? I was saying it's going to be one of them crappy 0-0 or 1-0 wins. But instead, we're up 2-0 in 40 minutes. Oh my, oh my. My, oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. I'm loving life. I'm loving life, if you couldn't tell. Oh. So, ball now in with Connolly. Connolly out to Vinagre on the left-hand side. He's got quite a bit of space. If he can use his legs, he can get past his man there, number 2, which is Goh. And Goh does well to get it away, but it's only as far as Seri. Connolly looks a bit tired now, so possibly a Delap substitution at half-time. And so tries to fire one into the box. Finds the feet of a Stoke player. So I could possibly see Connolly getting some soft at half-time just because he looks a little bit tired. He's crouching over a bit and holding his legs. So you could possibly see a Delap on, Connolly off at half-time. Just not because Connolly's been playing bad. I mean, he's got a goal, but just out of rest and recuperation. Stoke now have the ball in the box. Philogene does well to come back and grab the ball. Stoke still have it though, as they play out to Johnson. Johnson swings one into the area, finds the head of Greaves. Greaves all the way back to Traore, who doesn't quite do a bicycle kick this time, but it's a over the head kick, and Connolly's fouled in the Hull City half by Wilmot. And Wilmot gets a yellow card. Yellow card apiece now. As he pulls Connolly down. No need for it. No need whatsoever. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Yeah, are you all enjoying the game? Are you enjoying it? Because I am. I guess you're probably not enjoying it if you're a Stoke fan. That's probably not. Scott Twine and Ozan Tufan warming up on the touchline. Whether it could possibly be one where we see a Tufan, I apologise, coming on for Connolly at half time, just because Tufan probably provides a bit more, especially in a 2-0 up scenario. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what Rosini does at half time. As ball's kicked along, nodded on by Jones up to Traore. Stoke grab it now. It's with Johnson on the left hand side. Johnson looks to play it to his man out on his left. And number 7 for Stoke gets a lucky touch off Jonah Philogene and out for a Stoke City throw. As Johnson will take this. Throw in for Stoke City towards the dying moments of this game. As they play it round the back. Possibly Stoke looking for a bit of something before half time here. What's the correct time for the first goal? Oh, 30th minute, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, it says 30th minute on my app. I believe it was the 30th minute. Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Certainly, Jack Gaming. Getting City 2 well-taken goals. Connolly and Traore destroys his demons. City 2-0 up at Stoke. Certainly, Ethan. Certainly. So there'll be 4 minutes added on in this first half. It's probably due to the hamstring injury suffered by Campbell. And then also the 2 goals for City. So 4 minutes added on. Can we see another goal come out of them 4 minutes? As balls play through from Christie to Philogene. Now Johnson has it. Johnson seems to be appearing a little bit more now after Hull City grabbed 2. Showing a bit more passion and determination. If that's such a thing. Played over now. Jones does well to nod it out. Stoke recover though. It's now with Christie. Christie plays it over the top to Connolly. Connolly can't quite get it. It's a little bit too much on it. And it goes out for a Stoke City goal kick. Wow. Wow. Is this a unbeaten in 7 games run? Should we just have a cheeky look at that table? Should we just have a cheeky look at that championship table? Oh, look who's in 4th, and then just have a quick scan down to see who's in 6th. Just have a cheeky scan down to see who's in 6th. Who's below Hull City. Oh, it's Leeds, because Leeds are falling apart again. With this current loss at the moment, Stoke don't seem to have dropped any further. But we've increased up to 4th. Of course, Sunderland still to play today, and that could affect us even more. But a win still, we are above Leeds, who are falling apart again. As I said, it is a must-win this. As we can see from the table, we are now up to 4th. A few points off the top 3, but yeah. Hi Ethan. Long Leeds bad? Yep, definitely Jack. Definitely Leeds are definitely bad, aren't they? Look at that. Ooh. Oh, they're only in 6th. I remember when we were in 6th, and that was before this game. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, Leeds did win yesterday, but we're winning today. Got on our level. Oof. Live win probability, 83% for a Hull City win. Oh, what? Can I see our XG on here? I don't think so. Anyway. Ooh, off the line, almost. Hull City now have a corner here. Could this be a 3-0 scenario before half time? Tyler Morton to cross it in. He crosses it in all the way to Connolly. Connolly, oh! Nearly, that's the off the line case there from Johnson. Philogene now. Philogene with the ball. He plays it through to Christie. Christie now has the ball out on the left-hand side. Wondering what he's doing on the left. It's played back to Seri. Seri through to Vinagre. Vinagre and Slater playing a little 1-2 there. Now with Morton. Morton trying to look for the ball over the top to Connolly. Plays instead to Philogene. Now with Vinagre, Philogene. And then Morton. Morton plays it across towards Alfie Jones. Jones to Seri. Seri into Christie. Back to Jones. And then Alsop collects. He plays it over to Cyrus Christie. Not long left of this first half. Seri with the ball now. Stumbles a bit. And then manages to take down his Stoke man in the succession of it. And for some reason, Seri's going to get a yellow card for that. I mean, Seri's tripped. And then as a result, the Stoke player tripped over him. I don't think that... oh no, he has just snapped him with his feet. So yeah. A really good effort there from Johnson, though, in the off-the-line clearance. Could have been 3-0 Hull City there. As I say, Johnson's probably been Stoke's best player this half so far. As Seri picks up his second card of the season. 2 yellows for Hull, 1 yellow for Stoke so far. As Stoke will line up for this free kick, probably the last kick of the first half. Johnson's one of the 2 men standing over it. Alsop's in net, remember, so it's not going to go in. Oh! What a save from Ryan Alsop! As I just uttered the words, Alsop's in net, so it's not going to go in. The last kick of the first half, number 20 for Stoke, curves it over to the bottom left, and Alsop gets across and palms it with his hand. Fantastic. As I think a little bit of...
I didn't get that. Could you try?
I think a little bit of argument between Connolly and Seri towards the end of that first half. Just there. I'm not sure what that was all about. Seems like they was shouting at each other as they was making their way off the pitch with players holding them back. But a fantastic save from Ryan Alsop. And then 2 brilliant goals from Connolly and Traore lead Hull City 2-0 at half-time. What a save, half-time 2-0. Certainly thumbs up, Jack Gaming. Right, I'm just going to go and quickly grab a drink. So, I will, I'll shove something up on the screen so you can have a little cheeky look at something. What should we look at? We'll look at Connolly. Shall we? Shall we just look at Connolly? Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and we'll go over a few of the halftime stats. I'm back. Right, I've got my other drink, so all good there. Let's have a little go over some of the halftime shenanigans. So, right, stats halftime. Let's go over them. Right. Win probability, 84% for Hull City. 84% win probability. That's huge. That's huge. We're pretty much guaranteed to win this game, aren't we? We're pretty much guaranteed. Shots wise, 6 for Hull, 3 for Stoke. Fantastic. Shots on target, 3 for Hull, 2 for Stoke. Hi, my Hull City friend. I'm sorry I'm late. You are never need to apologise. Everyone's favourite Bradford City fan. Welcome. You joined us at half-time where Hull City lead the charge 2-0 through goals from Aaron Connolly and Adama Traore and 2 fantastic saves from Ryan Alsop. Possession-wise, Hull City lead it with 56% over 44 for Stoke. Passes, yeah, Hull City just lead it a little bit, but meh. Fouls-wise, even-ish to be fair. 7 for Stoke, 6 for Hull. And then rest as is. What's this trending tab? What can the dispute between Seri and Connolly on half-time be, anyone? That is certainly one that I would like to know. Bradford won 4-1 yesterday. I'm still buzzing. I'm sure you are. Yeah. It's just, I think it was just both of them sort of having a go at each other. Seri nearly costing us a goal through the free kick at half time, and then Connolly just saying, "No, you can't do that, man. We're 2-0 up. I've got us up there through one of my goals." So we'll have a look at the Connolly goal again. Alsop plays it to Jones. Jones to Christie. Christie lofts one nicely over the top to Philogene, who Philogene breaks away from his man, plays it through to Connolly, and then Connolly just prods it home. Goalkeeper nearly got a hand to it. And for the person who was asking Alexandria, it was in just before the 30th minute. It was in like the 29th minute and 50 seconds. The Connolly goal took place. I know you was asking, so I'm reporting. And then for the Traore goal, similar effect, just on the other side, wasn't it? With Alsop playing it over the top to Connolly, manages to just keep on side, goes down left hand side and plays it sort of in towards the area. I think he was looking for a shot away, and he did get a shot away, didn't he? Yeah, and then Traore manages to recuperate it. Connolly celebrating nicely there as well. So 2 goals in 2 minutes from each other. Fantastic from Hull. I'm guessing 3-1 Hull. That was my prediction before the game. I said 3-1 win here. It's a must-win game as well for Hull. We're unbeaten in 6 championship games. 7 if we win today. But look at the win where it's taken us up to today. We started the day in 7th. We're now up to 4th. In the playoff places. So I was saying it's a must-win game, and this is what I mean. This is the sort of thing. A win today has sent us up. Even if Sunderland win today, we are still in the top 6. We're still above Leeds, who are falling apart again. So fantastic there. So I mean, in all fairness, a few good wins and a few not so good wins for teams above us, we could start going up a bit more up to towards the automatic places. And I would not mind going back up to the Prem via the automatics rather than playoffs. I know we have a 100% win record in the Championship playoffs, but I wouldn't mind just an automatic or even winning the league. I mean, that's the only way that we've not got promoted. We haven't won the Championship. We've come second, and then we've won the playoffs twice. A win of the league would be nice this season, especially considering it's probably one of the hardest Championship seasons that we've seen in quite some time. Leeds are getting relegated. I mean, I'd love it. I mean, I predicted Leeds to finish 6th in the table come the end of the season, and that was me being like dead serious. That wasn't. I kind of hated myself for saying that. So I did predict Leeds to come 6th in the table. Ipswich won't stay the course. I mean, they're doing good, aren't they? They're doing good. I mean, Plymouth are doing good, beating Norwich. Was it 6-2 yesterday? I mean, Norwich is still up there in 7th, so I think it'll be one of them seasons where there is a bit of bigger divide than there was last season. Because last season the table was crazy, wasn't it? There was one point where it was around sort of 16th, 15th area, and we could. This was like 10 games or so before the end, and we could still have got promoted, but also relegated because of how tight the points were. If we'll get promoted, they are going to the Premier League. Certainly, we're certainly going to the Premier League if we get promoted. It's my birthday tomorrow. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow, everyone's favourite Bradford City fan. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Wow. Let's see what some people are saying on Twitter/X, whatever it is. Let's see what some people are saying. Right. Stoke team remind me of us playing at the beginning of last season. Elated during the window, prospects of playoffs on the cards, then absolute dross until the manager was sacked. Yeah, I'll see that. Just someone put in the table yet again with us in 4th. A good first half from Hull City, not totally dominant, but for once very clinical. Hopefully see out the first 20 minutes and get the Potters grumbling even more. Lovely. Of course, 2 goals there to the better of in this game. I think, is this the first game that Hull have been 2-0 up at half-time this season? Possibly. I hope Hull will get promoted. I hope too. But as coming into the season, I think every Hull City fan said that promotion is a dream. We will be happy with top 10. I even said I said I'll be ecstatic with top 10. I'm the only Bradford fan you've ever met. I think you are. I believe you are. It certainly sort of spoke to. I don't go wandering around Bradford looking for Bradford City fans. I'm just a little Bradford City fan, certainly. Oh, that's so hilarious. This. Oh. Ryan Alsop has made such a difference to this team, both with and without the ball. Certainly. I think Alsop is probably... I think he's up there with one of the best signings that we made this transfer window. And he was probably one of the worst on paper. But if he can keep the form up from these 2 games, he's certainly up there, probably one of the best signings of the Championship. And a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Scott Twine probably best Championship signing, just for the fact that he's coming back on and playing and getting more game time." Philogene, he's probably one of the best signings for the Championship. The Lap, if he can do well, he'd be one of the best signings. And yeah, certainly they all have the chance to be. But I think Alsop, if he can keep the current form that he's on, fantastic signing. Fantastic signing for Hull. Beat Leeds in playoff final. If we beat Leeds in the playoff final, Tim, you will never hear the end of it. We will own Yorkshire. If we beat Leeds in the playoff final, I think I might explode with excitement. Come on, Hull. I'm gonna have to go soon. Oh well. You don't have to stay. I'm not forcing you to stay. But you're more than welcome to stay for as long as you can, of course. What kind of dispute? Oh yeah, I think it was more about the fact that Seri didn't pass it to Connolly, rather than the foul itself. So yeah. Loving it, loving life. Me watching Hull doing QPR a solid over Stoke. What? Is this because of the table? I'm confused. I'm confused. Right. Okay. I don't know what that was all about, but anyway. Right. Leeds are falling apart again. Right, well, second half is ready to get underway here. Right, to come watch my whole friend. Well, I'm glad that you are here, my Bradford friend. So latest kicker, it's Hull kickers underway. Whew. Oh my. Connolly plays it back to Alsop. Jones back to Alsop now with Seri. Alsop getting quite a bit of the ball in the first few seconds here, as it's played up to Morton. Connolly still remained on the pitch at half time, considering that he was grabbing his legs half time, or just before actually. This ball's all the way back to Travers for Stoke. Oh, moving my little pop filter down. As ball's gone out wide for Stoke. I think if we can keep them at bay for 10 minutes, sort of not let them have too many good chances, as they have a chance here as ball's played in. But Alsop, the god, who needs Carl Darlow when you've got Ryan Alsop? Who needs Carl Darlow when you've got Ryan Alsop? It's a good comparison, to be fair. I'd have liked to see Carl Darlow play against us on Wednesday, but unfortunately he was just on the bench. He's not needed at Leeds either. I won't get into my Carl Darlow rant. I won't get into my... Stoke couldn't have the ball, playing it across their back four. Back three? Back three. Maybe? I'm not sure. Might have changed to a back three with a bit more of attacking press through... Yeah, I think they have through Johnson. Of course. So, anyway, Gok takes it down the right-hand side, playing off Vinagre. Vinagre managed to get the ball away. Plays it into Slater. Vinagre, Slater. Slater is with it. He plays it into Greaves. Greaves to Alsop. Alsop over to Jones. Jones to Cyrus Christie. And then Cyrus Christie manages to gain a Hull City throw-in. Fantastic. Cyrus Christie to take the throw-in on this near-hand side. And he does so. Tries to find Jalen Philogene. Doesn't manage to do so. Lofts over him instead. As Stoke will pass it back towards Travers, their goalkeeper. As he'll play it out to his defenders. Trying to draw out the Hull City midfield. But it's alright. We'll keep the press on. Stoke just Just passing it across their back three. Johnson now with it on the left-hand side. He shoots one right at Cyrus Christie. And Stoke grab a throw in from that. Johnson plays it over to number 16 for Stoke. It's into Rose. Rose over to Goh. That's probably not how you pronounce his name, but Goh. That's how I'm doing it. Goh. He's doing it now. As the balls go, it's over the top again for Stoke. Tries to find number 20. Greaves trying to hold him up. Doesn't quite do it. It's into number 7. Now Johnson tries to get it, but Traore does well to pick out the ball. It's now with Slater. Slater's pushed to the ground by Thompson for Stoke. He's got to be careful. Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he was on a yellow card, but he isn't. But anyway, Stoke seem to have the front foot in this first half. Second half. I'll be intrigued to see what the first substitution that Rosini makes is. As balls played into Traore. Traore now with Morton. Traore gains it again and he's pulled to the floor. That surely got to be a yellow card for Lawrence, the Stoke captain. He's just got his arm around him and pulled Traore down to the floor. The referee doesn't give a yellow card. Interesting. Interesting. Anyway, Christie tries to play it to Traore. Pings off the Stoke man. Out for a hull throw. Interesting that was. Interesting. He did just grab his arm around him and pull Traore to the floor, but that's fine. That's fine. It's fine, according to the ref. Right, Christie tries to play it over to Philogene. Philogene gets away with it. He's going down the right-hand side. Jaden Philogene down to the byline. Tries and crosses it in. Stoke get a little touch on it. Out for a Hull City corner. Tyler Morton to take. I believe I've just seen Eddie Richards, you know, the Hull City DJ in the stands, loving life. Of course, a lifelong Hull City fan, and now resident DJ at the MKM Stadium. As Hull City take this corner out on the right hand side with Tyler Morton. Morton. Certainly his corners have been better than Scott Twine. It's into Christie, and he tries and flicks it over to Connolly. Connolly doesn't manage to convert it home, unlike his goal against Coventry. So yeah, Morton's set pieces have looked better, I've got to say, than Scott Twine's. Although Twine's known better for his sort of close range free kicks. I'm not sure, we haven't seen Morton have a chance at any of them yet, but very close there for Connolly to sort of nod one home for his second of the day. 3 for Hull, that would have been. Instead, Christie has the ball now into Morton. Seri with it now. Seri plays it over towards Slater. Slater out wide to Vinagre. Vinagre looks to cross it in, tries and dance past his man. Instead, Seri recovers the ball for Hull City as it was nearly a dispossession. He just boots it at the Stoke player. And, yeah. It's a confusing one, considering Stoke now have the ball. Got to say, Seri's lost his magic touch. Sort of really since the coming of the end of the first half. Saying that, Seri has the ball now. Plays it to Traore. Seri, Traore, 1-2s. In to Slater. Slater out to Vinagre. Vinagre back towards Slater. He's got Seri in support, but instead plays it to Morton. Morton back to Slater. Slater plays it all the way back to Jones, who then plays it over to Cyrus Christie. Christie uses Jaden Philogene. Philogene nearly dispossessed there. And he grabs a free kick as well. Fantastic there from Jaden Philogene. Johnson just all over him, but Philogene does well to win the Hull City free kick. Halfway into the Stoke half on this near hand side. Christie to take? Question mark? It is, because he plays it short towards Seri. Christie then into Traore. Traore pushed to the floor. Referee allows the play on. Greaves over towards Vinagre. Vinagre quite high up on the left-hand side, playing more as a left winger. Slater to Vinagre. Vinagre then cuts inside towards Seri. Seri plays a nice one to Connolly. And I'm not sure if that was sort of a lofted ball trying to get towards Traore or a shot, but whatever it was, it couldn't be converted home. And Connolly, I've just noticed he's got a neck tattoo with the number 44 underneath the Christianity cross. Has he always been number 44? Is that a new thing at Hull? Because if so, I'm confused why he's got a tattoo from Hull City. He's only been here, what? Like a year? If that. Came in January on loan. Played, 6 games and then injured. So, he must love Hull. And we do know that he likes the club. So, tattoo, positives. As Stoke now have the ball with Johnson. Johnson trying to play it along the back line. As Hull City seemed to be sitting a little bit deep, allowing that play across the back line. For Vinagre trying to do something about it though, coming out on the left-hand side, trying to challenge Goch. Instead, the ball gets lofted over towards Stoke's number 20 as Greaves, a little bit of a late challenge there, and he'll be getting a yellow card. Jacob Greaves with the yellow card there. As a bit of a late challenge on the number 20 for Stoke, as they will have a free kick out on the right-hand side inside the Hull City half. One more yellow card for Hull City, and that will be a fine. As, yeah, it's a bit of a late challenge there from Jacob Greaves. Number 20 for Stoke does well just to get the ball away from him and leave his foot there for Greaves, who was already committed to the challenge. Oh, and he will miss the game against Plymouth. That was Greaves' 5th yellow card of the season. He will miss the next game as a result of it, which is the Plymouth home game. So, Greaves will miss Plymouth. Will that mean? Well, that will probably mean that Jean-Michael Seri will come in the starting lineup with not Tyler Smith, with Andy Smith being the backup option on the bench. Interesting that. I'm surprised that Greaves went sort of in for that, knowing that he's already got 4 yellow cards this season. 5th one meaning he misses a game. Wow, wow, wow. Wow-wee wow. So, Stoke now with a corner. They play it short. They play it around towards Goh. Got into number 20. Fake size Crusty. Tries to fake Connolly, but instead nodded on, and then Alsop saves. Good save there from, well, safe hands from Alsop. He's fantastic. Right. So yeah, Greaves missed the Plymouth game. I'm not sure if there's any more yellow card cases where they could miss the Plymouth game. I think Greaves is the only case of it where he's already got so many yellow cards. He just can't stop fouling. What have I told you, Jacob? Stop fouling. As I say, that's Stoke foulers. Laurent there for Stoke, I believe. What's that? That's been his 2nd foul. Ref's got to check in on that. I think that could possibly be a developing yellow card, that. For Laurent for Stoke. Cyrus Christie to take the free kick in the Hull City half. Tries to play it over towards Connolly. A little bit too much on it. It just finds the Stoke head. As they try and work up a little bit of an attack through our midfield. But instead, Morton grabs the ball, who has had a fantastic first starting for Hull City debut performance. Certainly put a name in for starting a few more games and not just being a bench player. Philogene just a little bit dispossessed there. He has 2-on-1. And Hull Hull City get a free kick from that. I'm as confused as the Stoke City manager is from that, but I'll take the free kick. Christie plays it shot to Morton. He tries and plays it over to Greaves. It's touched off by the Stoke player. And that'll be a Hull City throw-in. A little bit dicey it's getting to be. Just needs to calm it down here. As it's played over to Jaden Philogene. Philogene into Sari. Sari to Morton. Morton then does good to play it over to Jones. Now with Sari. Sari to Slater, who's playing a little bit more deeper in the second half. As Alsop recovers. Alsop plays a nice ball out. Just misses Jaden Philogene, a little bit too much on it, but not too bad there from Alsop. I think that's his first pass that has sort of gone too much, which, considering he's played 2 games, well, it's not too bad. Whereas Matty Green probably would have 5 in 1 game. So, swings and roundabouts, as Stoke pass it through their defence from that throw-in. Going up the right-hand side now with Goh. Goh in a battle with Slater. Slater trying to command Vinagre, who is behind him, to come and help in the press. Connolly doing the same. Ball is though switched over to the left-hand side, so that means Jane Philogene will now get involved. He tries to get his foot in. Stoke get away. Stoke now playing the ball through the centre. As it's back now to 28. 28 to 20. 20 who can't pronounce his name. And it's now back to the defence with Rose. A few passes through the defence. Good pressure from Hull City though. Forces it back to Travers, who will then play it to Rose, the Stoke City defender. As Hull City just seem to be watching this play unfold a little bit from Stoke. Ball down the line trying to find number 20. Had too much on it for Stoke. And they cannot get anything from it. Because Hull City are massive. So, 30 minutes remaining. Delap ready to come on, along with Scott Twine. We thought this could possibly happen. We thought it could possibly not happen, but it is happening. Scott Twine and Liam Delap coming on. Delap will probably come on for Connolly. Scott Twine, possibly Morton. Possibly Morton, then shoving Seri as sort of more of a defensive player with Slater with Seri. Sorry. So, just for the main factor that Morton's played 60 minutes and looks a little bit knackered. Saying that though, Vinagre has the ball out on the left-hand side, plays it in towards Connolly. Oh, and he nearly manages to steer his second home. Close there from Aaron Connolly. Close one. Morton plays a chopper out towards Vinagre. Didn't manage to get it there, but then onwards pass from Slater to Vinagre. Vinagre down to the byline, and that comes in towards Connolly, who nearly grabs the second of the afternoon. And as Jones recovers. Does he recover? He does recover. Just. It's left on to Traore, who gets onto the back of Lawrence, who just pretty much piggybacks him, trying to get the ball. Jimmy Bullard-esque. Hull indeed. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And this will probably be the substitutions as Hull City line up for this oncoming Stoke corner. Will we see the substitutions now or after the corner? That's the question. And I think afterwards is the answer, as Hull City will look to line up for this corner. Then the substitutions will take place. Stoke forming a little bit of a choo-choo line. Train line in the edge of the box. Disperses. Finds Slater, who nods it out again. Slater doing some good defensive performances in the second half so far. Stoke will look to retake the corner from the exact same side. Exact same positioning. Corner swung in. Finds Jones this time as he nods it away. Out with a Stoke player on the edge of the D. Number 7 crosses it in for Stoke. Finds Morton. Morton boots it away. Only as far as Goh. Stoke now playing it around with Goh and number 20. Goh now plays a little bit of a chippy ball into the box. And Jones nods it behind. And this will be another Stoke City corner. Stoke City to take this corner on the left-hand side this time. Substitutions still haven't taken place for Hull City. Still waiting for Scott Twine and Liam Delap to be both introduced. First substitutions for Hull City, that would be. Meanwhile, Stoke City have had 2. 1 through injury. Philogene nearly on the break there. So he's pushed to the floor. Referee don't care. The player's allowed to play on for Stoke. Cyrus Christie manages to nod it away for a Stoke City throw-in. And this could possibly be... Yes, it is. It is the substitutions for Hull City. So, coming on will be Liam Delap. And he is replacing Aaron Connolly. Aaron Connolly, a solid 63, 64 minutes now for Hull City. Grabbed a goal. And then I believe that Adama Traore is also coming off to be replaced by Scott Twine. So, 2 fantastic players, 2 fantastic goal scorers. Both have helped us go 2-0 up. Both come off for 2 fantastic loanees from Premier League clubs. Twine and Delap on. Connolly, Traore off. And could we possibly see another one for Hull? 3-1 was my prediction coming into the game. Could we see that? I'd be happy with a 3-0 though. Even a 2-0, I'd be happy with a clean sheet. Always the best for Ryan Alsop. Surprise Morton stayed on. Possibly could be a change for later on in the game. Of course, we do still have the 5 substitutions allowed in 3 slots. That's 2 substitutions in 1 slot, so we still have 3 more substitutions. Oh my god, Ryan Alsop playing a fantastic save yet again from Ryan Alsop. Oh my lord, Alsop, you are a beauty. You are a beauty, I must say. Fantastic that. Ball's played into Wesley. He's pretty much at the PK spot. And what on earth? Alsop is a magic man. There's another fantastic save from Alsop. I can't believe it. Philogene now tries a break. Instead, Johnson has other ideas. He boots it away. Hull City throw in. Cyrus Christie coming over to take the throw in for Hull City. Alsop, he's been fantastic, hasn't he? Oh, fantastic. It's a good block by Greaves. Ball then does end up at the feet of Wesley. Wesley shoots. Power at the PK spot. Good reaction from Alsop to just parry it over the bar. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, lordy, lord. As Stoke City have a throw in about a third of the way into their half. Wilmot will take. Stoke City play it a little bit forwards. Finds the head of Jones. Christie keeps it in. But his resulting kick doesn't manage to quite. As Stoke City will have a throw-in. Johnson to take. Scott Twine's stats coming up. The 14 appearances for Burnley last season. 5 starts, 3 goals, 1 assist. We haven't seen too much of that at Hull this season yet. He started every game that he's played bar this one. And I think maybe an assist or 2 is all he's got to show. His free kick magic has not been there. So we'll see what happens. As Stoke have the ball now. Number 20 over to number 15. Goh now has it on the right hand side. Back in towards infield for Stoke. Stoke play in towards the box for Wesley. And oh, the cockiness of Alsop there. He saves it with his groin. Wilmot, Wesley, sorry. He gets a head on it. it's a little bit of a downer. And then he just saves it with his groin. What a man. What a man Ryan Alsop is. What a man. Oh, you've got to love it. You've got to love it. As Delap now has the ball. Delap charging forwards. He's got Scott Twine ahead of him. Delap charging through. He's still charging. He gets a shot away. And a deflection, or I think it was a bob off the floor. I'm not too sure. I think it was a deflection. But excellent there. Delap's first contribution in this game. And he just charges all the way from inside of our half, all the way through to the box of the Stoke box. Gets a shot away. And could have nearly been 3-0 there for the Tigers. I believe that was a deflection. Yeah, it was. Hull City will get a corner from this. Corner for Hull City. Would like to see Furlong get a run out. Yeah, I think this is sort of the game that Furlong could sort of come into. Get Vinagre off Furlong on. Another corner now for Hull City. Stat just popped up saying that Rory Delap, Liam Delap's father, has played over 200 games for Stoke. So interested to see if Liam scores, what he'll do. I presume he'll celebrate because yeah. Anyway, Morton now with the ball on the corner flag. Scott Twine not taking the corner. So whether it's a case of Scott Twine is only been limited to his short set pieces, as it nearly finds the head of Jacob Greaves. Seri now charging it down from Goh. As Vinagre has the ball. Vinagre charging forwards down the left-hand side. He's down towards the byline, tries and gets across, and he does towards Philogene. Philogene! 4! Jaden Philogene nearly scoring his first Hull City goal, and it would have been a fantastic time to grab it in the 70th minute, but he's just a little bit too much towards that sort of byline at the far post, and his shot just finds sort of the right outside of the netting. Yeah. Ugh. Would have liked to see Philogene score there. Would have liked it so much. Because I think that's really all he's missing from his time at Hull City so far is goal. Jane Philogene. Oh, lordy. As Stoke pass it around the back. Well, it's up to Wilmot, who's playing it a little bit tight with Philogene. Philogene manages to wrestle it back though, gets it to South Christie. All the way back to Alsop now. Alsop playing a nice ball to Seri, who plays it then to Jones, and that's with Christie. Christie plays it down towards Scott Twine, who's pushed to the floor, and the referee finally gives it. Wasn't planning on giving it, I don't think, that ref, but he finally did. Wilmot is not very happy, I must say. Neither's Lawrence. Lawrence shouting at that one. Nice ball there with Morton and Seri. Morton's shirt pulled, but he still gets away with it. Play on for Hull City. It's over now with Vinagre on the left-hand side. He's in a little foot race now with Goch, trying to find the byline. He cuts it back, coming more a little bit infield. Gets to Seri. Seri tries to play some smart one. Just finds the feet of a Stoke player. He pounds it away. It's now with Philogene though on the right-hand side. Philogene cutting more infield. He's got his man wrestling with it. I think it's Wilmot wrestling him. So he couldn't manage to do too much with it. With the lap! Oh! Nearly converts a header home to grab his third of the season. That was a close one, that. So it's Vinagre loops it in, and Delap nearly gets something on it. He didn't actually get anything on it. It was Rose got a touch on it, and that should have been a Hull City corner. The referee, what is he doing? What is he doing? Cyrus Christie now. Christie into Delap. Morton now. Cyrus Christie over to Jones. Jones back to Cyrus Christie. Into Morton. Cyrus Christie. Philogene into Morton now. Morton charging forwards. Still Morton. Over to Slater. 50 grand? 50 grand! Oh my lord! What a strike from the 50 grand Regan Slater! I tipped him to score, and he has scored for Hull City. 3-0 for the Tigers, and that surely is game, set, match for the Tigers. What a fantastic strike from the 50 grand Regan Slater. Lordy, lordy, I believe that's his first goal of the season, and what a way to take it. Ball goes to Tyler Morton. Morton plays it across to Slater. Slater, even further out than the edge of the D, shoots, finds the top right corner, and that's what you get for 50 grand. 50 grand Regan Slater grabbing his first goal of the season, and a fantastic goal. 3-0 to the Tigers. Let's go indeed. Goal! Yes, Jack Gaming. What a strike, 3-0. Slater, 50 grand. Thank you, Hull City. I'm a Liverpool fan. Well, you're welcome, Liverpool fan. Tyler Morton, he's doing fantastic for you. He's doing fantastic in this game. And the Stoke fans are leaving now because Hull City are the team to watch. As the lap now has the ball, he's tugged here, and Hull City will grab a free kick halfway into the Stoke City half, and they'll grab a resulting yellow card. Finally, Lawrence gets a yellow card. Finally. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. It's been coming for some time. I must say. So Lawrence gets the yellow card there. Remember the score to... Yes, thank you, Jack. Remember to do the score. Thank you. I'm doing it now. I'm changing it now. Don't worry. 3-0. I called it to be 3-1. That's all I'm saying. I called it to be 3-1. So it could be 3-1. Who knows? It could be 4. It could be 3-0. 3-1, sorry. But clean sheet for Ryan Alsop, that would be fantastic. As Stoke play out from the back now. The lap charging down. Scott Twining help here. It's now picked off by Morton. Morton plays it to Cyrus Christie. Cyrus Christie just drawing his man out. Get to Morton. Then Morton into Seri. Not quite, as Stoke now have the ball. Stoke looking a bit advancing now. I think it's a bit too late for them to get something out of this game, but a goal would be happy because I actually predicted 3-1. But I wouldn't be happy because I want Alsop to get a clean sheet, of course. So Johnson now plays it over to number 16. Stoke still passing it around the back. Leading up a bit through the midfield. Number 7 still has it. Number 7 shoots. Oh, and it is 3-1 to Stoke. To Hull, sorry. 3-1. Number 7 does grab his goal. The substitution that came on for Campbell. 3-1 now. Well, my prediction is on. It is on. I did call 3-1 at the start. I would have been more happy to take 3-0 probably, just because of the Ryan Alsop clean sheet. But Vidijal does manage to grab a goal, and probably I think it was coming though. It was coming for Stoke. It was coming though. It would have been probably disappointing for them if they didn't grab a goal from this game. They haven't been horrendous. So 3-1 it is. Alex Neil out now. Friendly Horse UK. Best 50k spent since Bo's My Hill. Yeah. I'd probably say it is, to be fair. Although My Hill's done fantastic. It did fantastic for us. I'd definitely say. Any other major videos coming out soon for the channel? I've got a few in the pipeline. I'm thinking I might start up a new series about sort of like looking into some of the history with Hull City and sort of looking at some iconic and key moments as Hull City defend that free kick nicely by Scott Twine. So yeah, I've got a few in the pipeline. Should hopefully be, now that I've got my new setup, videos more frequently than I have been in the sort of the past week or two. Good goal, to be fair. It was a good goal for Stoke. Not as good as 50 grand Regan Slater's, of course. Where can I watch? It's on Sky Sports. We've been picked for our first Sky Sports game and we're winning 3-1. Who would have thought that we would be winning 3-1 on Sky? Who would have thought it? We never win on telly. As Stoke look to be making another 2 substitutions now. And Sean McLaughlin looks to be ready to come on for Hull City as well. So, Johnson, Stoke's best performer on the day, I must say, is coming off. And he is being replaced by Jun Ho. And then Hover is also replacing number 20, the man whose name I can't pronounce. A little documentary for the channel sounds good. Yeah, I think I might sort of look to do sort of like 20-minute episodes looking into sort of various different iconic moments from Hull City. And then sort of like, you know, the Windass moment and everything like that. And sort of maybe putting out maybe one a week, depending obviously on if we have midweek fixtures and stuff. So yeah, if you're happy with that, I'll definitely sort of try and get one recorded this week at some point. As I've had a few ideas. We're going up. Don't say it too early, Theo. Don't say it too early. But yeah, we are certainly on that way. Certainly on that way. Oh, and that's Ruben Vinagre, who is coming off. Sean McLaughlin coming on. So that will be Jacob Greaves going to left back, McLaughlin and Jones playing a centre-back partnership, which will probably be the centre-back partnership that we'll have against Plymouth next weekend at home. Of course, just because Greaves decides to pick up 5 yellow cards so far this season. So, yeah. As throw in for City now. Cyrus Christie. 10 minutes to go. Could we see another one? Please, 4-1. I mean, I'd love 4-1. I would absolutely love 4-1, but I predicted 3-1. I want 3-1. I want one of my predictions to stand still. I've only predicted one Hull City game correct this season so far. I predicted us to win and stuff, but like the score, I've only predicted one, and I think, which one was it? Was it? Was it Blackburn? I think it was the Blackburn game. I predicted us to win 2-1 and we won 2-1. This one I predicted us to win 3-1. And hopefully, I mean, I'll be happy if we win 4-1, but 3-1, please. I mean, it could still be 3-2 though now. Stoke on the attack here. But that shot there from Wesley, no trouble, no trouble. Off target. He's been shocking this game, Wesley. Is he one of Stoke's new signings? Yeah. I predicted 2-1, kind of close. Yeah, it's kind of close. I mean, it is, to be fair. You're only a 50 grand Regan Slater shot away. Only a 50 grand Regan Slater shot away. Aye. Well, 8 minutes remaining here at the Bet365 Stadium. Oh, ball over the top now as Travers comes out to kick it. Slater. He now finds the feet of Scott Twine, I think. It's now with Travers. Travers boots it up towards Stoke. Defo. McVitie's, yay. Yep, the Biscuit Boys are here. McVitie's army. 4-1 full-time? You predicting a 4-1 full-time win? I'd take a 4-1 full-time win. I'd prefer a 3-1, though. There's an advertisement's going around the side of Stoke stadiums that's saying, eat Wright's pies. I'm not sure if that's Ian Wright or if it's just some person called Wright. I'd love it if Ian Wright had a pie company. Aye. Oh, it goes. Oh, that's awful. That the Slater's shot. It got a deflection off Goh, and they've given it as an own goal. Oh, that's devastating. That they gave it as an own goal, not Slater. Yeah, it's devastating. That just because it got a small little touch off Goh. Oh, that I think that should class as a goal because the shot was on target. Still, it's not like that. It was an off target shot and Goh just stayed at home. That's put a downer on things. That's put a downer on things. I even predicted Regan Slater to score. Well, in all fairness, Liam Rosinia, 50 points in the championship in 50 games. I'm not sure if that's including this game. I presume it's not. So 53 in 50 games. That'll be alright. It's balls out wide to Jayden Philogene. Philogene with the ball now. Dancing with his feet, as he loves to do. Has Slater in support. Slater still. Slater! Just gets it off Travers' feet. Regan Slater nearly redeems the Goh own goal. Oh, you lose your parlay. How are you watching it? My it's gone off. It's on Sky Sports. Just watching it on Sky Sports. So yeah, Regan Slater could have grabbed his first of the season. Considering that Goh apparently took his other one. I don't understand. Ball's in. Oh, what was that? Corner routine for Hull City. Everyone was charging in from like the D, but the ball was just sent to Travers. As number 20 now has it for Stoke. It's now with number 7. Number 7, he allows the Hull City players to get back. That's very nice of him. So he didn't get anything away from it. He put his attack to uselessness, and that's one of the key factors of Stoke. He had a clear opportunity there. It was a 3-on-2 for Stoke. He could have scored, but instead they held it up and waited for the defenders to come in. Now Sean McLaughlin plays it off for Hull City. So it's a Stoke City corner. I mean, Stoke aren't looking too good. Not looking too good. I guess it's what you get for a team in 20th. That look in a similar format to the way that we started at the start of last season, where we had a bunch of new players come in, and it just wasn't working, was it? So ball into the box now for Stoke. Gets it under control, to be fair, as Jones goes out to him. Philogene out to the second man. Little tip off from Delap there, which probably disrupts that ball into the box, which was nice there from Delap. Little backheel disruption. Christie boots it away yet again, and Goh will get sent running for it. As Scott Twine's chasing down the ball. Still chasing down the ball. 3 substitutions used so far. We've still got some substitutions to have. Whether Rosini uses them or not, that is the question. I would like to see Furlong come into the game, so whether he takes Greaves off and then puts Furlong on, or even Morton off and put Furlong on there. Having Furlong as the left back and then changing it to a sort of a back five with even Greaves allowing to push up into midfield. But I would like to see Furlong come on. Please, 4-1. I think it's a bit too late for 4-1. Unless we pull out something here. With Jonah Philogene charging forwards now. He shoots and it's off target. Jonah Philogene is just hunting for that goal, isn't he? He's just hunting for that goal. It'll come, my friend. It'll come. You're not a goal scorer. You're a playmaker. That's what you're here for. Well, Seri is coming off now. He's had an alright game. Not his best. Not his worst. And he's replaced by Jason Lakilo. Lakilo, who did well coming off the bench against Leeds on Wednesday. He did really well coming off the bench. It's a bright spark in sort of the dying few moments there. Helped sort of us reignite the passion at the end. And nearly helped us score. I think he was the person that crossed it into the box for the Traore miss. The open goal miss. So Lakilo is on. As Alsop bowls it over to Jones. Jones up towards to Philogene. Managers just get the wrong side of him as Stoke will gain the ball into their defence. As the front three seems to be Lakilo, Delap and Philogene. Philogene on the right, Lakilo on the left. Twine in behind Delap and then Slater and Morton as the defensive duo in that CDM role. And then back for Christie, Jones, McLaughlin and then Greaves out on the left back. As Lakilo has the ball now, charging forwards using his fresh legs and just gets body slammed on the halfway line. Free kick. With 4 minutes added on. But there's a free kick for Hull City. A free kick on the halfway line. Morton to take. Morton having an impressive game here. Instead it's going to be... It's McLaughlin to take. Morton doesn't want it anymore. But I think Morton has had a fantastic game here. Considering this is his first start. Certainly impressive. I'm starting to think Philogene is a waste of money. He helped us with the first goal, but where is the power and the pace? I think that he's just trying to get used to sort of the play style in the Championship. Bit similar to how Adama Traore was sort of when he came last season. I think he's just trying to adapt his sort of play style to the Championship play style and sort of find a combination of the two. Which will be the key factor there. Morton is very impressive. Morton is very impressive. I must say that, Colin. Ryan Alsop has been awarded the Sky Sports Player of the Match. Probably deserved. I would probably say, looking at the lineup, pulling out a few fantastic saves. Yeah. I could see shouts for it being Connolly and Traore just for the goals. Slater it could be as well for his second half efforts. Could be Vinagre. Morton has a shout for being a player of the match. Yeah, I don't think I had sort of a a solid shout for man of the match really. Out of the lineup really. I think that it's been sort of a level performance from everyone. I mean, some people have been better than others, but yeah, it's been an alright performance from Hull. I mean, we're winning 3-1 with only minutes to go. So, happy as you can be, really. Happy as you can be. So, yeah. Stoke send one long ball forwards. They're trying to damage control really at the moment, aren't they? as Delap's sends it out. Stoke City have a throw-in on the near-hand side. So, yeah. Stoke sending up the right-hand side. And trying to expose the left-hand side of Hull City, the right-hand side of their attack. As balls charged forwards. Goch now has it on the left. I don't know when he went onto the left, but he's on the left now. As they pass it along their defence. Maybe trying to look to grab another goal. Considering that they are averaging 1 goal per game in the Championship this season, that's not looking very good. And that's a foul for Hull City. We'll have a free kick in the box. Fantastic work from Greaves and Lakilo there. And that free kick there that Alsop will take will certainly be the last kick of the game. Seconds to go. Fans loving life there. If you can get a close-up of Eddie Richards chanting again, that'd be lovely. Ryan Alsop to take the last kick of the game here. It's a free kick from that resulting foul. Everyone's sent up for City just to waste a bit more time. Alsop to take the kick. And the referee blows the whistle. Hull City 3, Stoke City 1. Another win for the Tigers, meaning that we are now at 4th in the table. Obviously, with the Sunderland game taking place later, could affect that positioning. But a 3-1 win for the Tigers here. We remain unbeaten in 7 games now within the Championship. And that is a fantastic win through the likes of Aaron Connolly, Adama Traore, and then obviously Ryan Alsop, the wondrous goalkeeper who is really showing everyone why he is one of the stakes of claims of Hull City's transfer business. When I saw Stoke 20th, I was shocked. Those Rotherham games had me thinking they were mid-table. Lol. Yeah, but still. Hull City Dub, enjoyed watching. Thanks a lot. No worries, Tim. Thank you very much for joining us here. Great game, great stream. Thank you very much, Jack Gaming. 4th indeed. Let's pop the table up, and then I will. I'll go and record my reaction videos. Yep, we're finishing 4th. Stoke in 20th. Sunderland still to take place later on, which could affect us, but we will still be above Leeds United, because Leeds are falling apart again. Thank you very much to everyone who's joined me during the stream. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Obviously, with Hull City winning 3-1. So I will catch you all in very short time with my reaction video. So stay tuned on the channel. That'll be up within the next hour. And then obviously, as I've said throughout the stream, many more good videos to come out throughout the week. As we look forward to Plymouth next weekend, without Jacob Greaves, but with a very, very strong team nonetheless. Thank you very much. Goodbye.